Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here for the monthly reading for Twin Flames for this October 2019. With our first message here is the calendar entry. So this is my Zen calendar. So I'm going to start with the first day of the month. Even though I'm recording on the first day of the month, I have shuffled and meditated and prayed, or prayed, meditated, shuffled, and drew some cards that are already out here. These cards are for the divine masculine energy for the next month, feminine energy, and the union. I also have a message from your beloved's higher self to you, as well as the messages from Archangel Michael at the very end, and some Reiki healing. So if you do stay to the end, I will be sending some Reiki healing for your beloved and your union to harmonize in this Libra month, which is a month of balance, and it's focused on relationships. We just had the beautiful, birth of Venus in the sign of Libra, which is bringing that feminine energy kind of to the forefront. We had lots of different transits astrologically lately that are affecting twins. Like we had portals in September, the 9/9 portal. We've got planets going direct, Pluto going direct, I believe tomorrow, which is October 2nd. Pluto is all about transformation, and we just had Saturn turning direct, so hopefully your twin and you have released karmic patterns and cycles, and with Pluto going direct, you're going to get started on embodying that transformation that you've both hopefully undertaken, either consciously or maybe or subconsciously. So we've got all this crazy astrological energy to work with. It's pretty supportive to Twin Flames though, especially since we're getting into the time period where we're needed. A lot of us are needed. The first wavers for sure, if they haven't been solid in their unions, they're going to be solidifying, and then we have like the other waves following. So first and second waves are up now, to get into their positions. So hopefully if you found my channel, you resonate with my messages. Today's is just a general reading. Again, we've got masculine, feminine, union energies. I'm going to use the tarot here, the Tarot of Love by Marsha Perry, in order to get some messages about, what your twin is doing, how you're doing, and then your union, how that's going. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks to all those that are great support to me, and anyone that doesn't know, check the description box below for how to get in touch with me. My website's twinflamerx.com. I've got services, I've got healings and readings that I do. I'm a full-time intuitive tarot reader and energy healer, and I wasn't full-time till I met my twin flame, and we started this channel in 2016, so we're coming up on our 3-year anniversary for this channel. So exciting. I want to start off with the Zen calendar entry though for the month of October. It starts saying, "Everything you know is wrong" by the Fire Sign Theater. All right, so what does this mean? Well, what we know is what we learned, from others, what was passed down, knowledge, information. It may not be correct. We learned a lot of patterns so we could fit in this society. A lot of us are unlearning those patterns now because we know that they're not necessarily wrong, but they're not totally correct, or maybe not correct for us, especially since we are here to promote unity consciousness or Christ consciousness. And, we are trying to unite people as human beings who all, are souls, and we're here on different paths. So, the dark side is our shadow. Everyone has that. We also have the light. So nothing really is ever wrong. It's just a lesson. But I think this kind of points to the fact about those patterns and ways of being that we know. It's only because we have learned them again with our brain. So that's our mind, and that's what we try to get away from. We're trying to get away from societal norms. If we're a twin flame, we want to show different ways to love, and that all comes from the heart. So like when you tap into your heart space, that's different from knowing with your brain, you know? So this is kind of telling me that we need to see things more at that soul level and be aligned at the soul level, because we may think our twin is ignoring us when they're really not ignoring us. It's just our perception of it. So, you know, then we may be wrong, even though we feel right. It's complicated, but this is a Zen calendar entry, and sometimes you have to really go deep with them. You can think about it all day if you have time. All right, so we are going to go forward. Hopefully you kind of get what I was trying to say with that. Remember, this is general, and I have a larger audience of divine feminines than masculine. So, you know, I may default to saying he or she at times, but the divine feminine and masculine exists within each of us. Our counterpart may embody one of the other energies while we embody the opposite energy more. We can switch energies, and, you know, I could be divine masculine sometimes, and my masculine can go into his feminine energy sometimes, but we're not truly divine anything until we're aligned with the divine, and then we'll know what our energy should be, you know, for this incarnation. So I'm a divine feminine, my twin is divine masculine, and I, again, have mostly divine feminines watching, but if divine masculines are watching, stick around too, because I'm, you know, talking about you as well. All right, so I am just going to shuffle. We're going to first look at the divine feminine's energy in the recent, past, present, and future, just to kind of get an idea of where things are headed in October, and then I have those other cards there to help us out a bit. And I'm listing all those cards in the description box below, so if you wanted to know the name of the cards, they're down there. All right, so divine feminine, recent, past, 7 of nuggets, present, prince of nuggets, and future, prince of lightnings. Okay, so it kind of looks like the divine feminine twin is going into their masculine energy with all this kind of earth energy with the 7 of nuggets. We have, you know, 2 masculine energies here. So there's that more masculine energy with these princes, which would also be knights if we're looking at the Rider-Waite rule. All right, in the recent past, the divine feminine was on this 7 of nuggets path, kind of looking to see what fruits their labor was going to reveal, like what's going to grow from the seeds that were already planted in the way past. So in the recent past, the divine feminine was kind of trying to assess for, you know, new growth, maybe in their selves, maybe in their counterpart. The divine feminine presently is presenting as this prince of nuggets, or this Knight of Pentacles type energy, slow moving. So it's kind of like the tables turned a bit, because the masculine twin normally gets this designation. And then in the near future, we see this Knight or Prince here of Lightnings. Yeah, so the Prince of Lightnings is more, I don't want to say argumentative, but it could get to that level. So it's like the divine feminine picked one of their coins and wants to present it to the masculine, and then it seems like is going to get upset because the masculine's not, you know, accepting it or moving fast enough. You know, these energies are headed in this direction, but we don't have to embrace them. Okay, so if you see something in a reading, it's potential, and a message like this to me is a warning. So I do want to mention this because I've been getting a lot of clients that I've been working with for 2 to 3 years saying, you know, that they feel they're closer to union, they're talking to their twins, there's communication, but then it's like if the twin doesn't contact them for 1 day, they're freaking out. So I believe the collective of feminines has been so patient and waiting for the seeds they planted with the masculine to start, you know, bearing fruit, that now that they have some fruit and they want to show the masculine may not be, see, they're kind of looking away from each other. The masculine may not be wanting to communicate as much right now for various reasons. They are going through a severe, very difficult healing process at the moment. So that could be one reason why. So I guess with the message here, and I'm just going to pull another card just to kind of get a clarification for this present or the future energy. So if the divine feminines are able to kind of pull back their energy a bit and focus on self, will they go into this more, I want to say, defensive communication, or, you know, trying to get swift action? Will they kind of slow down? And how, if they do slow down after this reading and getting this warning, how will things go instead? Oh, wow. So things will go better. They'll be more balanced. Okay, so if you were headed in the direction of being pretty impatient, if you're a divine feminine with your beloved and wanting to, you know, get some things going, like show the masculine what you've been working on, say, let's get this party started, and try to be the masculine, it isn't going to happen. You're going to end up, you know, frustrated, probably starting a fight with the masculine, probably the masculine will retreat. And if that energy is pulled back a bit, we'll instead have balance, where both parties are giving and receiving the same amount of energy that they're taking from each other. So they're giving each other a set amount and they're receiving it, and that's balanced and that's good. You know, in a normal situation, this is what we're looking for, this balance between the yin and the yang. Okay, so feminine, take the warning, and you may get excited because you think things are going to be starting to unfold with your masculine, but here's the deal. They're looking at it like a new beginning, so they're going to take it slower than they did when they first met you. You know, so if they're not, then things are just going to end up falling apart, because you need to build that new foundation. Everything that you knew about your twin, forget it, because you're dealing with a transformed individual. If you're following this reading and resonating, and you've been on the path for a while, and if you're a feminine, you probably lost a lot or let a lot go to be in the position you're in right now. That would also mean that you don't have any more karmics laying around on your end either. So if you do, you're not going to be totally in alignment with this reading, but this is where your energy is headed. Okay? All right, so let's look at the other energies we have. So I pulled a couple of cards here. The soul, we'll start with that. So this is the 5D energy for the divine feminine for the upcoming week. It's all about pride. We have a lot of solar plexus energy here with the yellow. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So that's kind of like what I was saying about how, you know, we're all the same. We just have different souls and different paths that we're on at this specific time, place in the evolution or the existence of souls, right? So you can take pride in yourself, you know, being proud that you are a divine spark, right? And you could see that divine spark in others is what your soul wants you to be working toward, both divine feminine and masculine, but mostly this message is letting us know what the divine feminines are going to be kind of working on this month in October 2019. So we'll put that over there. And then what the heart energy of the feminine is evolving into, wow, is self-love. So it goes along with what the soul is trying to kind of get going. The heart is going to be feeling more self-love, because feminines are getting really clear on the fact that if they don't love themselves, they can't love their twin. So, you know, you could only give what you have. So if you don't love yourself, you're not going to love others. If you love yourself, you'll be able to love others. And loving self means respecting self, respecting boundaries, taking good care of yourself. That's what love means. It doesn't mean I love myself, like you just say that. No, you actually have to practice it. So you don't go out of your way for other people if you don't have the energy. You know when to say no. You know when to say yes. You don't do things because you're afraid you're going to lose somebody. So like, for example, you might get really excited and think that everything is cool with your twin and hop right in the bed. Well, I mean, that's great if that's what you're guided to do, but I don't think that's really gonna work, okay? So your twin is kind of gauging, and they may not be doing it at a conscious level, but they're gauging to see if you have those boundaries. You know, if you'll just get in the bed with them, maybe you'll get in the bed with everyone else after like seeing them for 5 minutes. So think about how you conduct yourself. Your twin wants a person that respects themselves and loves themselves. And if you become that example to them and show them that the two of you together create, you know, something sacred, so you need to take care of your vessel and, you know, make it pure for each other, make your body pure for each other, and take that time when you come together as a moment where you're going to like embody, you know, you're going to have your sexual union, but it's going to be a spiritual sexual union. So if you're not showing the masculine that you respect yourself, how are they going to respect you? This is just, you know, some things that I'm channeling based on what's going on with twins. Now, this is what is actually going to be the action of the feminine this month. They're going to realize it's safe to love, that they can open their heart to their divine masculine. Open heart, it doesn't mean open everything. Okay, so take it slow. Get to know the divine masculine that's standing before you. Let them get to know you in your transformed or changed form. Even if you're in union, you're evolving. Change over time is the definition of evolution. And we're doing that. We're evolving every second. We are changing little by little, for good or for bad. So it looks like the divine feminine is starting to really embrace self-love and self-confidence, feeling safe to open his or her heart to the divine masculine with boundaries. Remember, respect. You know, not just... Some people do have sex with their counterpart to keep them. That doesn't work because your counterpart knows about that. Like, they might not know energetically, but that would be a power play coming from your ego, and it comes because of fear of loss. And when you love yourself, you don't fear losing somebody because you know that you'll be okay without them, even though it would be painful and you would have to grieve that loss if they did leave. Okay, but you're okay standing on your own. All right, next, this is self-care for the divine feminine. It's an opportunity in October to finally release all ties to the past. So release your ties to the past. It says, when you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Not sure why it's not going into focus, but that is super important. So divine feminines, if you haven't let go of ties to old relationships, you need to. And this could be at the energetic level, that you let all the people go from the past, you forgive all past hurts. But I would do this, you know, with each person in mind, in prayer and meditation, one by one, if you haven't already, especially people that you have had any kind of sexual relationship with. If you're trying to have a sexual union with your twin, it's only really going to work out if both of you have released all ties to past lovers. All right, so if you're still, again, with lovers, then you need to, I don't know, you're not at this level yet, okay? Because if you're taking on new lovers because your twin has somebody, that's not a reason for it. So think about those things. I'm available for private sessions too, if like what I'm saying intrigues you and you want to know more about yourself in particular, because this is general. Next, we're going to look at divine masculine energies. Okay, so we're going to do a past, present, and future, asking divine source to show us what the collectives of divine masculine are doing in terms of this twin flame journey and journey to union with their beloved, who maybe watching this. Divine masculine, past, present, and future energy. That's what we're looking for here. One more shuffle and cut. Alright, so past, 10 of nuggets, or coins, pentacles. We've got 7 of rods, or wands. And then we've got the Prince of Nuggets, and we saw the Prince of Nuggets in the other reading for the feminine, where the feminine is now. So see, the masculine is behind the feminine, because this was the present energy for the feminine. So feminine are leading. Yes, it's good. Do your work. That's what this is about. Hey, I've got something to offer. Well, energetically, the masculine already knows that, but the divine masculine would like to come to you in the third dimension, in the near future, with their own pentacle that they would like to offer you. So this is that infamous Knight of Pentacles that is the slowest knight in the deck. They're finally arriving in the near future, and I would say the next month that you should be hearing something from your twin. You should be moving forward with your twin. It all depends what stage you're at, but the divine masculine is going to be ready for that. Okay, so in the recent past, divine masculine created a 10 of coins or 10 of pentacles life for themselves, but they want to share it with their twin. Okay, so that's what they were working on. They were also working on other things. It looks like they're still working on it as well. We have 7 of rods here. So we have a situation where the two twins are not sitting together, but they're in this enclosed space. So this looks like separation, and you could have separation even if you're living with your twin. Okay, if you guys are sitting with your backs to each other, upset or needing your own time and space, then you're in a little period of separation. But you really never are separated from your twin, because energetically in the higher dimensions, 4D and above, you're always together. It's just in the 3D that they're not materialized, with you like a Siamese twin connected to you. Okay, but energetically they are. You may have a telepathic connection with them. See this light streaming in? That's going to clear up all that darkness. So I would say like the first couple weeks of the month, this may be continuation of the clearing out process of the karma. And as more of the karma gets cleared, then we have the transformative process, which transforms our divine masculine into the Knight of Pentacles, moving toward the divine feminine. So I'm going to get a clarifier for if the divine feminine again is more patient and allows the divine masculine. So that's important, allows the divine masculine to come forward. Allowing is a yin energy, which is the feminine energy that the divine feminine wants to embody. But, often is like overactive, and that's out of balance. So you want to get into balance where you're more yin, your masculine's more yang. Because the masculine, if you're watching, you want to be the one doing. That's your energy, is active yang energy. Now, if the feminine gets in balance, because here she is watching this is what's going to happen. 9 of nuggets. This is an awesome, awesome card. It means that you and your divine masculine are going to have a bunch of abundance, for one, a lot of coins, 9 of them. And look, they've already got the 10. Here's his 1. He just wants you to bring your hands over and trust him or her in the emotions, right? Because you've got grounded energy here. Looks like a house up there that the divine masculine, probably has been dreaming about. But the 9 of nuggets means that you're in a stable, good place with each other, because we have both energies holding hands here in the water. So if the divine feminine pulls back a bit, the divine masculine will be able to share in the emotional experience. So, try to do that. And divine masculine, it's okay to move forward a little bit, I feel like the divine masculines don't do that, though, because then the divine feminine's like, as soon as the masculine might say, I love you, then the feminine might think, oh, we're getting married tomorrow. So it's just like curb your enthusiasm time. Remember, these are not normal relationships. These are relationships for a spiritual purpose, so that the two of you help each other to learn and grow And, you know, the bonus is that you would come together and have this romantic relationship. But for twin flames, like, each twin has their own mission. Then they come together. They have to be balanced and in alignment with source, with their soul plan, and everything has to be in the flow. They're going to be spreading light and love all over. That's the mission. Okay, to show everyone what true love is. There's more other kinds of missions, but that's the basic premise of it. So now with the masculine energy, we'll look at their soul energy first. So their soul this month wants to work on forgiveness, acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So yeah, definitely, I know my twin, he says he forgives me, right? And he's not holding on to anything from the past, but then, you know, he is, because he's getting in his head and thinking and thinking. And when you think too much, that's the knowing, and it's not always right, right? What's right for us on our journey is what feels good to our soul, what feeds our soul, what gets us up in the morning, what, you know, our passion is. It doesn't have to be a regular 3D job anymore, okay? So the thing is, masculines are learning how to let go of that resentment, because that is an energetic block. Feminines were doing this for a while, so if the feminine has any residual bitterness or frustration or charged energy, that's something to be letting go of in October. Now, the masculine also, in their heart space this month, will be working on purpose. So look at this white light, this divine white light, and all this rainbow energy. They're realizing their divine spark, that they possess determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. What did I just say? Twin flames are supposed to bring that unconditional love to the planet, but we're supposed to be conscious about it, understand what unconditional love means. It means that you love somebody whether or not they did something that was a mistake or that hurt you, because you forgive them. So those two go hand in hand, forgiveness and unconditional love. Love with conditions is what most people on this planet are going by. And, you know, our creator, source, unconditionally loves us, each one of us, no matter what we do. Wrong. Okay, so I've been kind of like getting lots of insights that I want to share and more teaching type videos, because this last like 10 months I've been super connected to like everything going on. Okay, so this is something that feminines have been working toward, and this is what I try to tell people is, if they say, like, why is the divine masculine being very inconsistent? It's because they're having trouble trusting. So now the divine masculine is working on this. They're realizing that the situation with their twin is calling for them to have faith, because it doesn't make sense. Like, they don't know why they keep having these strong feelings for their twin. They, you know, divine masculine, even the feminines, like, don't get it, but they've heard trust the connection so much that it's like by default, it's like going into their subconscious, so they're at least trying to trust the connection. But the divine masculine is like learning about what that means. Like, this connection to them is just like weird. It's out of this world. They don't get it. But I did get confirmation from my own twin that when he was dating people, which, you know, I didn't do all year, I was celibate. And didn't know what he was doing, because I had no way of knowing. So I only reached out to him after intense longing that I felt and guidance from Archangel Michael that I could do it, because I was holding out, you know, but my twin's spirit was calling for me to do, you know, contact him, because I didn't wish him a happy birthday. So it was like 10 days after that I got in touch, and we started talking soon after. But the thing is, like, he told me that, you know, he hadn't felt the connection that, like, the one we have with anybody. I don't even know how many people he dated. I don't want to know anything about it, to be honest. Like, he told me before he didn't want to know if I dated other people, but I knew then that I didn't want to date anyone else. So the only things I was doing was closing out some cycles with people. And then they're all closed, and I'm waiting for him. So thing is, Divine Feminine needs to be an example. One of you needs to lead, so one of you needs to choose the other and just stay in your power and do other things. Focus on your mission and get aligned with the divine. Okay, so for the masculine this month, their self-care suggestion is about support. And if you need confirmation, it looks like we have some animal totems here. We have a cat, and this thing looks like, I don't know, let me just look at it closer. A lion? Yeah, so that's what I thought. Originally it looks like a lion, and then we have this cat. So we have this little tiny cat, but it gives you the power of a lion. And, my twin's a Leo, so I sent him this picture of a cat looking at a mirror, and the mirror showed a lion. So I said, it doesn't matter what other people think of you, it's what you think of yourself. And, you're this soft, cuddly cat, deep down, you're a lion. So people see you like this, but that's your spirit right there, your higher self. So Divine Masculine, offer your support to someone. Oh, wow. Experience the joy of serving others. So I feel like the Divine Masculine's purpose is being laid out. And I do have some Divine Masculine clients that have told me that they're, giving advice to other people, and that is awesome that they are able to see that they can inspire others, and that's part of their purpose. That's why they were chosen to be a twin, because they're strong, We have some other messages here. I'm going to look at what's going on for same kind of messages, but for both twins together. So these messages will resonate with both Divine Masculine and Feminine, hopefully. And we're going to do a past, present, and future just to see what's going on with Union, like how that's progressing, where things were, where they're going. All right, one more cut. Okay, past, 3 of Rods, present, 5 of Blossoms, and future. Oh my gosh, we have the Prince of Nuggets. I'm going to have to clarify him again. Oh, good. Okay, so see, Divine Feminines, you just need to pull back a little, be more in your yin energy. Divine Masculine, be more active. And then you'll have your balance for the most part. I mean, that's what really helps. For twins going through different stages of interacting, and even energetically, if you haven't met your twin yet, you're holding on to this image that you have of them, maybe a dream or something. You have to let go of that. Let go of, how you think everything's going to fall into place, because it'll fall into place the way it's supposed to. All right, in the recent past, both twins, union-wise, have felt connected. And this is more, rods are more about spiritual connection. So there's definitely been an increase in the spiritual connection and this creativity, more dreams, more signs and synchronicities, more, when you dream, you're in the astral plane with your twin, you're just remembering it. It's coming into your consciousness and you're understanding it, but you're always with your twin. Okay, and then presently we have this kind of like change, and that's what I was saying before, like everything you know about this journey is about to change. Everything you know about life is about to change. We're changing it. This is the breakdown of the love. 2 broken hearts. We're putting back the best pieces together, but both twins are co-creating that process. So we have the 5, and this is cups, so it's change, and we're looking at those 2 cups that are left there as the foundation, and that's what we're starting off with again. So you have this opportunity now, this blank slate, this opportunity. Let go of the past, even whatever happened with your twin, forgive it, let it go. Until you could let it go, until you could do that, you're not going to have this ability to create a new foundation. Here's the Knight of Pentacles again. Remember, the Divine Masculine, he or she wants to show what they've been working so hard for and present this tangible offer to the Divine Feminine. Maybe it's a key to this new palace. Look, they're walking down this rainbow path. 8 is all about karma, balance. This is awesome. The infinity symbol. Twins, you have the opportunity, if you can get yourself aligned and balanced, body, mind, and soul, align the mind and the heart with your spirit, your soul, your intuition, your higher self. Follow these signs and synchronicities. Don't act or react until you meditate, until you pray, asking for guidance, and then meditate, listening for answers, and then acting on that divine inspiration only. Only that is when you know that you're on the right path, when you start acting out of inspiration and finding yourself in these awesome situations, especially ones with your twin. But for the divine feminine, the major thing is to let go, relax, let things unfold naturally. I know this is all hard to do, but just be confident in your twin and be confident that they know what to do. They're learning. They're learning from you subconsciously, energetically. All right. At the soul level, both twins are facing this indecision using the intuition. That's what I was trying to say before. We have purple for that, third eye energy, but you need to be grounded. So your intuition is your gut feeling and you want to follow that. So many people don't. It's because we were programmed in society to not listen to it. And there's a lot of reasons why. And that's why we're here as twins, because we want to show people what the reasons why are, because basically it's about control, we are free, we are sovereign beings, but we've allowed ourselves as humans to be controlled over time. And twin flames are here to say, hey, we're breaking out of that. We're not going to live like that anymore. And we're not going to pass it on to our future generations. So the heart of both twins this month will be working on kindness. And this is about mission, I guess, because it's about being a humanitarian. So you're a humanitarian as a twin flame. You're able to share the loving energy, the wanting to give back, the wanting to help others. That if you don't want to help others, you're not a twin flame, because that's what we're all about. That's what we've been doing. We've been persecuted at times for being so open. I mean, even the masculine twin who is more, a lot of times, shut down. They're shut down because they gave and gave and gave, and that wasn't good enough for somebody. Same thing with the feminine. It's just different ways of looking at it, different perspectives. All right, we have the action for both twins is both twins will be attracted romantically to their twin, but the key to that is to stay in the moment. So if you are out there smelling the roses, you are living life, and your twin is going to be so magnetized and want to do the same thing, and next thing you know, you'll both be living life right next to each other. Both twins, self-care for this month, relaxation. We've got a transformation going on. Butterfly isn't moving around in that cocoon before its wings have been grown. It's kind of hanging out, molting, it's the caterpillar molting, changing into this butterfly. When the butterfly is being, when the centipede or the, not centipede, the caterpillar is being morphed into the butterfly, it's resting. Okay, so it says allow yourself to be lazy. It's okay to do nothing, right? A lot of us are trying to do too much. Part of this life is just to be and to look at the clouds and to be at awe at the trees and, just take it all in. I mean, it's beautiful what is out there, if you actually take the time to look, take the time. Even if you're seeing your children, things that you've created, that is God. God, the creator, source, is living vicariously through you. That is the reason for us being here, is we are experiencing a version of reality that we co-create with the divine, and the divine gets to experience it through all of us. So if you think about it, where we all came from is this one source, and we can reincarnate into all these different forms and different creatures. Our soul could reincarnate But we chose to come here on this planet at this time to be humans, to experience human life, but also to help humans understand that all of this is love. And, that's what we're here for. So we're here to respect people and not trample over their rights. And everyone has human rights, or even animals have rights because they are a living being. So that's what we're here for. So it's okay to be lazy and to contemplate the beauty of life and do nothing and just observe. And even sleep, it's okay to oversleep if you can. Okay, so just take that time this month to be so-called lazy. All right, last message, and then, well, not last message, but almost. This one's the last message from twins. So this is a message, a beautiful graphic here of two twins together. And then we have a message from your twin's higher self to you, or even your own higher self to you. But I took it as a twin's message for the viewer. So your twin wants to say that when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And it's so crazy because I didn't even look at any of these cards. I've been so busy. I pulled them earlier today. I've been so busy doing private sessions and then came to do this, and all this just kind of unfolded naturally because I was just listening to spirit as to when it's time to get this reading out. So I do what I do when I'm guided to do it. And that's what you guys should do as well. All right, we have two more messages. A divine feminine archetype, Kuan Yin, has some messages for all twins. It says, a pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. So it's only through the grace of the divine, if you have that pure heart, that you can make miracles happen. Oh, wow. Oh my God, goosebumps. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, butterfly, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow yin energy, Kuan Yin, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. So the way the divine wants it to unfold is way more beautiful than your idea. So let go of what you were thinking and just allow the grace of the divine to shine onto your connection. Okay, Kuan Yin endorses it. She's allowing, she's compassionate, she's graceful, she's transformative. Divine feminine, this is an archetype that you want to maybe model yourself after. You can do Mother Mary, you could do any feminine goddess. They all embody a lot of the same characteristics. Archangel Michael is our protector for twin flames. Archangel Michael's message for us today is write about your thoughts and feelings, okay? And we want to thank Archangel Michael for helping us tap into our God-given creativity and wisdom so that we can clearly express ourselves and gain insight, blessings, and healing. So whether you're divine feminine or masculine, when you write down your thoughts and feelings about this journey, about your twin, about what you've been through, sometimes writing is a good release. I do a write and I burn. So, whenever I was upset in the past, I would write it all down, and then I would burn that paper, and I would feel that immediate release with the changing of the paper into ashes. It's like a new form is being taken by those thoughts and feelings, and they're gone. Okay, I'm not going to go there again. Sometimes we do go there again, but it's to learn a lesson or to see things in a different way. Archangel Michael thinks that if you start writing about your journey, you'll have something to show your future generations, because you and your twin, you want to come together and create. Some of you got some children to start working on. If that resonates for you, I've been having the strong feeling that these karmic partners and other people, forces that do not want twins to come together, they're trying to get some of us to be too old to have kids, you know, so that we don't have any with our twins, so that our twins' beautiful energy and our beautiful energy doesn't come together to make these crystal babies. That is what's, you know, the dark doesn't want that to happen. So we have to keep staying in faith and remembering who we are, twins. I'm sending you some Reiki healing for you and your beloved twin flame for this month of October, so that the both of you can finish your healing process, release and let go of anything that's holding you back, so the feminine can embody their yin energy, the masculine their yang energy, and so that their divine unions can come into balance and harmony, which is what Libra season is all about. I am sending you lots of love, many blessings. I will see you very soon. Namaste.